this is SheriVeronica. This blog is about a female who lives in Worrells Road in Belleplaine, St. Andrew. She is in her 40s and she tested positive for an STD, herpes. Now, she was seeing this guy and she never told him that she had herpes. Now, I can talk about this without saying alleged because I saw the paperwork, saw where she went to get checked and the results are positive. So I can talk about it, although I'm not going to call her name. I can still say that I was provided information, I was provided paperwork, okay, and it looks legit. So I'm not going to call her name. Yeah, so it seems as though when they were going on in their relationship, he would see outbreaks on her mouth and he would ask her about it, and she would say that she ate something that was really hot and it burned her. And at one point he went to her house and she had something white on her mouth, and he asked her, what's that? She said the doctor gave it to her to put on the burn so that it would heal faster. That was one occasion. And then there was another time when when you do the unholy act, and he saw like some tears and some stuff going on down there, and he asked her about it. And she said, well, it's that time of month, and females, when they're having their period, when they're menstruating, or when they're going through menopause, it could cause them to be tender and that kind of stuff. So he let that go. And then him letting everything go and him hearing from people who were warning him. People in the neighborhood, they warned him, okay? And he didn't heed the warning until it got to the point that he started to feel suspicious of her, the lies. He felt as though everything was a lie. She just kept lying. She just kept lying. And he went to the doctor. He tested positive for herpes. So she gave it to him. And then once it happened to him, then he started to really ask around and to snoop and to, do other things just to see. And she has 6 kids from 6 different guys, and it seems as though she's on to the next guy now, and he's wondering if she told the next guy that she's seeing, did she tell him? And it's a tragedy because they say that you should be wearing condoms, and they say that you should practice safe sex and that kind of stuff, but sometimes, most of the time, it doesn't happen. Most of the time, it does not happen. And people are getting trapped in this thing they call like love, or liking someone, or having feelings for someone. And within that trap, there are a lot of diseases, okay? When you fall into that trap, sometimes you come out, you're lucky. Overall, you are lucky when you can have unprotected sex and come out without having anything. You are lucky. Your immune system is working. You should knock on wood and thank God that your immune system did work and it is working, because anything is possible. You could be a virgin and have sex for the first time and get burned. Yeah. You could be a virgin, and you can know someone for years, and you think you're going slow and you think you're doing all the right things and checking all the right boxes and everything, and then you do it, and when you do it, let's say you were being careful in the beginning, but at some point, it may, you may not be, because you're beginning to trust or whatever, you get burned. And the person you're with will know that it's going to happen. They'll know that it's going to happen, and there's a possibility or whatever. They don't care. You have to look out for yourself. You're going to have to practice. Stop being pets. Stop with the play. Stop being like overgrown adolescents. I don't know. You have got to grow up. You have got to grow up. This world is not a safe place. People lie to you, looking you right in the face, right in the eye, and lie to you. Okay? So this guy, he's feeling betrayed, and he wants to warn the other guys up there in, let me see where she's from again. Worrells Road in Belleplaine, St. Andrew. She's a female, obviously. She has like 6 kids from 6 different guys. So, you know, and sometimes she has an outbreak on the corner of her mouth, you know. So if you see that, sometimes, you know, you may not even know that that's the person that you're looking at. But if you hear this blog and you live in that area and she's at the bus stop or wherever, you was like, wait, is that the same person SheriVeronica was talking about? And you warn the guy. If you know that there's a guy with her, you just send out a warning. Just send out a warning, okay? But this guy wanted me to put this out. He sent the results. And it's hard enough. I'm not gonna go there, but just be careful out there. And keep your wits on. Trust no one. Trust no one. This is SheriVeronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.